frustrated by those persistent aches that seem to settle deep in your bones, the creeping fatigue that makes even simple tasks feel like a marathon, or that pervasive feeling that your most vibrant, energetic years are now firmly in the rearview mirror. Do you watch your once reliable mobility slowly dwindle, mistakenly believing it's an inevitable, irreversible part of aging, something you simply have to accept? What if I told you that the secret to not just alleviating these challenges, but to truly reclaiming your vitality, boosting your energy levels beyond what you thought possible, and even metaphorically turning back the clock on many of those age related issues, isn't found in a complicated, time consuming regimen, an expensive cocktail of supplements, or a grueling, high impact gym routine that leaves you more depleted than invigorated? What if the single most powerful, accessible, and side effect free medicine available to you is something you've been doing your entire life, but perhaps have forgotten how to consciously harness its profound, transformative potential? Stay with me for every single second of this extended deep dive, because in the next while, I'm going to meticulously unpack how a seemingly simple daily habit, often taken for granted and tragically overlooked, can radically, undeniably transform your health, your energy, your mental clarity, and your sheer zest for life after 60. This isn't merely about statistically adding more years to your life. It's profoundly about injecting more life into your years, infusing them with quality, independence, and joy. And the sheer elegant simplicity of this solution, coupled with its profound efficacy, might just shock you to your core. We are living in an era that paradoxically has engineered an environment that increasingly encourages and facilitates stillness. From the plush comfort of our recliners and ergonomically designed office chairs to the hypnotic allure of endless streaming services, and with a lifetime of accumulated habits that might have subconsciously prioritized convenience and efficiency over natural, sustained movement, it's alarmingly easy for anyone, but especially those over 60, to inadvertently fall into a deeply entrenched sedentary trap. Perhaps your demanding career trajectory left precious little time for consistent physical exertion, or past injuries have made you justifiably wary of engaging in any vigorous physical activity. Maybe you've even valiantly tried various fitness fads, diet plans, or exercise machines, only to find them unsustainable, overly complicated, or simply ill suited to your changing body and lifestyle. The unvarnished truth is, as we gracefully age, our bodies undergo a cascade of significant, often challenging physiological changes. Our precious muscle mass naturally begins to decline, a process known as sarcopenia. Our critical bone density progressively decreases, making us more fragile, and our entire cardiovascular system can gradually become less efficient, impacting everything from stamina to recovery. These are all very real, scientifically documented challenges, and the conventional wisdom often points towards high impact exercises, complex strength training routines, or aggressive aerobic conditioning. But for a vast number of individuals over 60, these options not only feel incredibly daunting and inaccessible, but often genuinely impossible due to physical limitations, lack of confidence, or simply a disinterest in gym culture. The truly good news, the liberating revelation, is this: you absolutely do not need to aspire to become an Olympic athlete or a competitive bodybuilder to unlock profound, life altering health benefits. In fact, pushing too hard, too fast, can frequently lead to injury, disillusionment, and eventual burnout, which is the precise opposite of the sustainable well being we are striving for here. The real secret, the actual mechanism for lasting change, comes into sharp focus at the 2:45 mark of this video, and I promise you its elegance and simplicity will astound you. Beyond the undeniable physical decline and limitations often associated with a sedentary lifestyle, there's an insidious, silent epidemic that quietly, yet profoundly, impacts our mental and emotional well-being after 60. Many individuals experience insidious feelings of isolation, a noticeable reduction in cognitive sharpness, and even the distressing onset of anxiety, chronic stress, or clinical depression. The pervasive lack of consistent physical activity is not merely a contributing factor to these issues, it's often a primary driver, creating a pernicious, self-perpetuating vicious cycle where diminishing physical energy inevitably leads to less movement, which in turn further erodes mood, mental clarity, and emotional resilience. We, as a society, frequently and erroneously tend to separate physical health from mental health, treating them as disparate entities, but the reality is they are intricately and profoundly linked, especially as we navigate the later stages of life. When the body becomes stagnant and disengaged, the mind often follows suit, losing its spark and agility. You might find yourself experiencing more frequent memory lapses, feeling significantly less engaged with hobbies and passions you once cherished, or struggling to maintain focus and concentration on tasks that previously came easily. This, my friends, is not simply an unavoidable or natural part of getting older. It is, more often than not, a clear and undeniable symptom of insufficient, consistent physical activity. But here's the truly empowering twist, the game changing revelation. The elegant, holistic solution to both these looming physical and often debilitating mental challenges can be found in a single, universally accessible, and incredibly low barrier habit that requires absolutely no special equipment, no expensive gym membership, and no complicated, jargon filled instructions. Wait until you witness the dramatic, life altering transformations that occurred next with countless individuals who courageously embraced this profoundly simple yet immensely powerful change. The answer, my dear friends, the transformative elixir we've been building towards is quite simply walking. Yes, that most fundamental, innate human movement we have been performing since infancy, a movement we so often take for granted or dismiss as too simple to be genuinely effective. But I assure you, it's not just any walking, it's about intentional, consistent, daily walking, integrated mindfully into the rhythm of your life. This isn't some revolutionary, never before seen concept, but its profound, multifaceted power, particularly for those navigating life after 60, is consistently tragically underestimated and profoundly overlooked in our quest for quick fixes and complex solutions. Imagine for a moment a singular form of medicine that, with astonishing efficacy, simultaneously improves your cardiovascular health, fortifies and strengthens your bones, elevates and stabilizes your mood, sharpens your cognitive functions and memory, and helps you maintain a healthy, sustainable weight, all without a single adverse side effect, no prescription required, and zero cost. That unparalleled medicine, that holistic panacea, is simply consistent, daily walking. It is universally accessible, infinitely adaptable to almost any physical condition or environment, and quite frankly, incredibly, remarkably effective. Most people, even those who walk regularly, inadvertently miss a crucial element, a step number three, if you will, that significantly amplifies these benefits. I'll meticulously explain why this omission is so critical and how to rectify it at the 340 mark. Seriously, do not skip ahead. The single most game changing, yet ridiculously simple tip for maximizing all your walking benefits comes at 455. Take a moment right now and comment yes if you have ever experienced that profound sense of clarity, peace, or renewed energy that only a really good, purposeful walk can impart. This isn't about achieving Olympic level power walking or hitting an arbitrary, punishing pace. It's about mindfully integrating meaningful movement back into the very fabric of your daily existence in a way that feels natural, enjoyable, and supremely beneficial, becoming as essential and ingrained as brushing your teeth. One of the most significant, often insurmountable psychological hurdles to successfully adopting any new, healthy habit is the deeply ingrained, yet utterly false belief that you must immediately go from 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye. This couldn't be further from the truth, particularly when it comes to establishing a sustainable walking routine. The undisputed key to long term sustainable success, especially for individuals over 60, is to embrace the gentle art of starting incredibly small and building your endurance and commitment gradually, incrementally. Think in terms of strategic micro walks. Can you realistically commit to just 5 minutes of walking, perhaps 2 or 3 times throughout your day? This could be a brisk, purposeful walk to your mailbox, a leisurely stroll around your garden, or even a few dedicated laps inside your home if the weather outside isn't cooperating or if you prefer the comfort of indoors. The initial, paramount goal isn't to achieve immediate, breathtaking endurance or to cover vast distances. It's about cultivating consistent engagement with movement. The often underestimated yet incredibly powerful cumulative effect of these short, frequent bursts of activity is infinitely more beneficial and sustainable than sporadic, grueling workouts that inevitably leave you feeling utterly exhausted, prone to injury, and ultimately demotivated. Remember this mantra: consistency absolutely trumps intensity, especially during the foundational, initial phases of habit formation. This gentle, forgiving approach not only drastically minimizes the risk of injury, but also systematically builds a solid foundation of physical strength, mental resilience, and genuine stamina that will serve you incredibly well for countless years to come. Let me share with you a truly inspiring, real life story from Eleanor, a vibrant 78-year-old viewer who recently reached out to us with her incredible journey. For years, Eleanor had quietly struggled with what she described as debilitating, nagging knee pain and a pervasive, almost bone deep sense of lethargy that stole her joy and curtailed her independence. She, like so many others, had sadly resigned herself to the belief that it was just old age catching up with her. We gently encouraged her to wholeheartedly embrace our start small philosophy, suggesting she begin with just three focused, intentional 8-minute walks per day. At first, she admitted, it felt like an uphill battle. Her knees ached with a familiar protest, and she felt easily winded, often wanting to give up. But Eleanor, with a quiet determination, persevered, slowly, patiently adding just one extra minute here, another minute there, week by week. After a mere 8 weeks, Eleanor sent us an ecstatic update. Not only had her chronic knee pain significantly, almost miraculously, decreased, a phenomenon her orthopedist later attributed to the gradual strengthening of her supporting leg muscles and improved joint lubrication, but she also reported feeling an exhilarating surge of mental clarity, renewed optimism, and an unprecedented level of sustained energy she genuinely hadn't experienced in decades. She was consistently sleeping more soundly, her general mood and outlook had demonstrably improved, and she even found the newfound confidence and motivation to join a local community walking group, forging new friendships and expanding her social circle. Eleanor's remarkable story isn't an anomaly. It's a powerful living testament to the profound, life altering impact of consistent, gentle, yet incredibly intentional movement. I challenge you right now, as an immediate, interactive prompt, try this for yourself. As soon as this segment concludes, take a dedicated 5-minute walk, focusing intently on your breath and your surroundings, and truly notice how you feel afterward. Your body will thank you. Now let's strategically dive deeper into the truly specific, game-changing physiological benefits that consistent daily walking unlocks. At the very pinnacle of this impressive list is the profound impact on your cardiovascular health. Heart disease, tragically, remains a leading cause of morbidity and mortality worldwide, especially as we age. However, here's the empowering news. Consistent daily walking is unequivocally one of your single most potent, proactive weapons against it. When you engage in a purposeful walk, your heart rate naturally, gently increases, allowing your heart to pump oxygenated blood more efficiently and effectively throughout your entire circulatory system. This rhythmic, consistent effort doesn't just increase blood flow, it systematically strengthens your crucial heart muscle itself, helps to naturally lower elevated blood pressure, significantly reduces levels of harmful LDL, bad cholesterol, and dramatically improves overall arterial elasticity and circulation. Think of your daily walk as a completely natural yet incredibly effective preventative tune-up for your most vital organ, constantly optimizing its performance. The real magic here isn't about reaching an extreme, unsustainable heart rate. It's precisely in the consistent, moderate elevation that systematically strengthens your heart muscle without overtaxing it or causing undue stress. This is precisely why daily walking is so frequently and rightly recommended by medical professionals as one of the safest, most accessible, and most profoundly effective forms of exercise for individuals managing existing heart conditions or striving to prevent them. Do not skip ahead. The game changing tip for meticulously maximizing your cardiovascular benefits, something incredibly simple you can subtly add to your walks, is revealed at the 5:45 mark. Moving beyond the heart, Let's explore another critically important yet often undervalued benefit. Walking is inherently a weight bearing exercise, a characteristic that is absolutely crucial for both maintaining and actively improving your precious bone density. As we age, our bones unfortunately and naturally begin to lose vital minerals, progressively becoming more brittle, porous, and consequently far more susceptible to debilitating fractures. Walking, by its very nature, places gentle, healthy, rhythmic stress on your bones, acting as a powerful biological signal to them, encouraging them to become stronger, denser, and more resilient. This is an absolutely critical factor in the proactive prevention of osteoporosis, a silent thief of bone strength, and dramatically reduces your overall risk of painful, life altering falls. Furthermore, for those who bravely contend with chronic joint pain, the idea of walking might initially seem entirely counterintuitive, even painful. However, the scientific consensus is often precisely the opposite. Consistent, gentle movement is frequently exactly what your joints desperately need. The act of walking naturally lubricates your joints with synovial fluid, effectively reducing friction and stiffness while simultaneously strengthening the crucial muscles and ligaments that surround and support them. This synergistic action helps to significantly reduce the chronic stiffness and pain often associated with conditions like osteoarthritis. Consider the stark, undeniable contrast between option A, a prolonged sedentary lifestyle, versus option B, a consistent daily walking regimen. When contemplating long term joint and bone health, one path almost inevitably leads to accelerated deterioration and pain, while the other actively promotes preservation, strength, and remarkable improvement. If you experience any initial temporary joint stiffness or discomfort when starting, do Y. Consult promptly with a qualified physical therapist for gentle, targeted stretches and specific warm up routines, instead of Z. Abruptly stopping your walks altogether, which would only exacerbate the problem. We briefly touched upon the profound mental health benefits earlier, but let's now delve even deeper into how daily walking can literally reshape your brain and emotional landscape. Consistent daily walking is, without exaggeration, a remarkably potent natural antidepressant and an incredibly effective anti anxiety tool. Engaging in regular physical activity, even moderate walking, consistently triggers the release of vital neurotransmitters and powerful endorphins, your body's own natural mood elevators, which can significantly reduce pervasive feelings of stress, sadness, and even clinical depression. More importantly, walking, particularly when performed outdoors, has been scientifically proven to dramatically improve cognitive function across a wide spectrum of abilities. Numerous robust studies have unequivocally demonstrated that regular walkers consistently exhibit superior memory recall, demonstrably sharper focus and concentration, and a significantly reduced risk of age related cognitive decline, including insidious conditions like Alzheimer's disease. The increased, sustained blood flow to the brain, directly stimulated by walking, actively nourishes brain cells with vital oxygen and nutrients, promoting their health and function. Furthermore, the very act of navigating your surroundings, consciously noticing intricate details in your environment, and subtly planning your route actively stimulates various higher order cognitive processes, acting as a natural mental workout. Think of your daily walk not just as physical exercise, but as a moving meditation, a precious opportunity to declutter your mind, thoughtfully process complex thoughts, and return to your day with dramatically renewed mental clarity, focus, and a profound sense of inner peace. This isn't merely about feeling good, it's about actively nurturing your cognitive abilities, staying intellectually sharp, and remaining fully engaged with the rich tapestry of the world around you for decades to come. Here's a crucial retention spike for you, a detail often overlooked but immensely powerful. The specific environment in which you choose to walk can dramatically, almost magically, amplify the myriad benefits we've been discussing. While walking indoors on a treadmill or even within the confines of your home is undeniably better than remaining completely sedentary, science is increasingly, unequivocally pointing to the profound and multifaceted advantages of consciously choosing to walk in natural settings whenever possible. Green spaces, whether it's a sprawling urban park, a tranquil forest trail, a serene lakeside path, or even just a tree-lined residential street have a well-documented inherent calming effect on our nervous system. They demonstrably reduce levels of cortisol, the notorious stress hormone, and significantly enhance overall feelings of well-being, happiness, and contentment. The invigorating fresh air, the natural spectrum of outdoor light, which critically helps to regulate your circadian rhythm and optimize sleep patterns, and the rich tapestry of sensory input from nature. The sounds of birds, the scent of blooming flowers, the feeling of a gentle breeze all contribute to a holistic health boost that you simply cannot replicate within the confines of a gym or an artificial environment. The real secret to truly maximizing your mental health and stress reduction benefits often lies in a conscious, consistent embrace of the great outdoors. Most people, in their pursuit of convenience, tragically miss this absolutely crucial detail. My strong recommendation: actively seek out and integrate natural environments into your daily walks whenever and wherever feasible. Even a small pocket park or a single majestic tree can initiate a profound positive shift in your mental state. As an interactive prompt, I'm genuinely curious. What's your absolute favorite place to walk? A bustling city street, a quiet forest path, or a serene beach? Please let us know and share your experiences in the comments below. Let's delve into another truly unexpected yet incredibly powerful benefit of daily walking: its inherent power as a profound social connector and a surprising factor in extending not just your lifespan, but your health span. Consider a fascinating large scale study conducted on a diverse group of seniors residing in various community centers. Half of the participants were encouraged to undertake their walks individually at their own pace and convenience, while the other half were actively encouraged and supported to join organized, consistent walking groups. While both groups demonstrably experienced significant physical improvements, the walking group participants reported dramatically higher levels of sustained happiness, a significant reduction in pervasive feelings of loneliness and isolation, and astonishingly, even showed measurable improvements in immune system function. This powerfully underscores another incredible, often overlooked benefit of walking: its unparalleled ability to foster genuine social connection and community. Whether it involves formally joining a local walking club, inviting a cherished friend or family member for a regular stroll, or simply exchanging friendly smiles and greetings with passers-by on your route, walking can be a potent antidote to isolation, a powerful builder of community bonds, and an invaluable layer of enriching social engagement woven into the fabric of your daily life. The mental and emotional health benefits derived from consistent positive social interaction are profound, well documented, and often critically overlooked in discussions about physical exercise. This social dimension directly contributes to greater life satisfaction and a stronger sense of purpose. What if you encounter specific, predictable challenges on your walking journey? Don't despair, there's always an adaptable solution. For instance, if X, bad weather such as heavy rain or extreme heat, happens, do Y. Instead of canceling your walk laps inside your home, utilize a treadmill if available, or consider the climate-controlled environment of a local shopping mall for mall walking instead. Or if X, an unexpected flare-up of joint pain or muscle soreness happens, do Y. Immediately reduce your walking distance, slow your pace, walk on softer surfaces like grassy parks or dirt trails, ensure you're wearing highly supportive, well-cushioned shoes, or proactively consult a qualified physical therapist for targeted exercises and pain management strategies, instead of abruptly stopping your walks altogether, which can often worsen the underlying issue. The overarching key here is intelligent adaptability and proactive problem solving. Never allow minor, temporary hurdles or discomforts to completely derail your hard-earned progress and commitment. There is almost always a viable solution or modification. If balance is a persistent concern, consider incorporating the use of lightweight walking poles for added stability and confidence, which also provides a gentle upper body workout. If you find yourself consistently feeling overly tired or fatigued, break your intended walk into shorter, more manageable segments throughout the day. The ultimate goal is consistent, manageable movement, not achieving an unattainable standard of perfection. Listen intently to your body, it's your wisest guide. Once you have successfully established a consistent, enjoyable walking routine and your body has adapted to the regular movement, you can then thoughtfully begin to contemplate gradual, mindful progression. This absolutely does not mean you suddenly need to start jogging or running. Instead, it implies subtly increasing your pace for short, invigorating intervals, gently extending your total walking distance by just a few minutes each week, or purposefully seeking out routes that incorporate slight inclines or varied terrains to introduce a slightly greater challenge to your cardiovascular system and muscles. A fantastic simple tool to gauge your intensity level is the talk test. You should be able to comfortably carry on a conversation while walking, but feel discernibly slightly breathless, indicating a moderate, effective intensity. This moderate intensity range is precisely where the most profound physiological benefits for cardiovascular fitness truly begin to blossom. Always, without exception, listen attentively to your body's signals and never ever push yourself to the point of pain. Remember, this journey is about cultivating a sustainable, lifelong habit, a cherished ritual, not a competitive sprint to an arbitrary finish line. The overarching goal is sustainable, enjoyable movement that seamlessly integrates into and enhances your life for decades to come. Let's take a moment for a crucial method comparison, positioning walking thoughtfully against other popular exercise options. While high impact activities, intense strength training, and high intensity interval training, undeniably have their legitimate place, particularly for younger demographics or highly conditioned individuals. For a vast majority of those over 60, these options can unfortunately carry significantly higher risks of injury, necessitate more extensive supervision, and often require a much longer recovery period. Walking, on the other hand, stands as the undisputed champion due to its inherently low impact nature, its exceptional safety profile, and its remarkably high adherence rate among older adults. It is also crucially incredibly versatile and adaptable. You possess the freedom to walk virtually anywhere at almost any time, making it remarkably convenient. You don't require expensive, specialized gear beyond a supremely comfortable, well-fitting pair of supportive shoes. While a truly balanced, comprehensive fitness routine might ideally incorporate other elements like gentle strength training or flexibility exercises, walking consistently provides the foundational, consistent, and rhythmic movement that is often the most critical, most effective, and most sustainable component for overall health, vibrant energy, and true longevity in your later years. It is unequivocally the simplest, most accessible, and arguably the most profoundly overlooked super exercise specifically tailored for the unique needs and immense benefits of seniors. Here's another compelling, real world example of how walking transcends mere exercise: the burgeoning trend of walk and talk therapy, where mental health professionals conduct their counseling sessions while strolling outdoors. This innovative concept isn't limited to professional therapy, it's a powerful framework you can effortlessly integrate into your own daily life. Instead of automatically defaulting to a sedentary, seated position for conversations with your friends, family, or even colleagues, proactively suggest a purposeful walk. This simple yet profound shift not only fosters deeper, more meaningful connection through shared experience, but also inherently stimulates new ideas, promotes creative thinking, and effortlessly adds significant movement to your day without you even consciously perceiving it as exercise. It cleverly transforms what would traditionally be a sedentary social activity into an active, health boosting, and mentally stimulating engagement. This subtle yet powerful shift in mindset can seamlessly integrate substantially more movement into your entire week, making it feel less like a dutiful chore and more like a cherished, natural, and enriching part of your social interactions and daily routine. Now, picture this vividly in your mind. Imagine waking up each morning feeling genuinely refreshed, invigorated, with noticeably less stiffness, a boundless surge of energy, and an incredibly clear, focused mind. Imagine possessing the inherent physical strength, the unwavering stamina, and the robust vitality to effortlessly keep pace with your beloved grandchildren, to travel comfortably and adventurously to destinations you've always dreamed of, and to passionately pursue hobbies and interests you deeply cherish, not just for a few more years, but for decades to come. This, my friends, is not some unattainable pipe dream or an overly optimistic fantasy. It is the genuinely realistic, scientifically supported, and profoundly achievable outcome of consciously, consistently embracing daily walking as a cornerstone of your life after 60. The immeasurable exponential long-term impact on your overall quality of life, your cherished independence, your cognitive acuity, and your holistic well-being is simply beyond calculation. This isn't merely about statistically adding more years to your existence. It's about profoundly, vibrantly living better, living fuller, living with an unshakable sense of purpose, and crucially, maintaining your cherished independence and autonomy for as long as humanly possible. The most transformative and profound benefits truly manifest and compound over sustained periods of time, which is precisely why unwavering consistency is absolutely paramount. Most people, tragically, give up too soon, inadvertently missing out on the exponential, life altering improvements that systematically accumulate and manifest over months, years, and even decades of dedicated, consistent effort. Your legacy can be one of vitality and active engagement. You now possess an undeniable understanding of the profound transformative power embedded within the simple act of daily walking. It's no longer a secret, it's a blueprint. Now it's time to move beyond understanding and into decisive, empowering action. 1. Your next step. Watch next. Insert link to 7 essential stretches for walkers over 60. Optimize your mobility. For deeper, actionable insights into meticulously preparing your body for optimal walking performance, preventing common stiffness, and enhancing your overall flexibility, this expertly crafted complimentary video will provide you with the perfect warm up and cool down routines, ensuring your walks are both effective and injury free. 2. Secure your blueprint. Download our free comprehensive guide. Insert link to downloadable PDF of the Daily Walker's Blueprint, step by step for health after 60. We've meticulously compiled a free downloadable PDF that serves as your personal step by step breakdown of how to effortlessly start, sustain, and supercharge your daily walking routine. This invaluable guide includes practical tips for setting realistic goals, effectively tracking your progress, troubleshooting common issues, and cultivating unwavering motivation. Find the direct download link conveniently located in the description box directly below this video. 3. Don't miss out. Subscribe for part 2. Teaser. The surprising role. Your breath plays, supercharging your walks and boosting brain power for unprecedented clarity. You absolutely will not want to miss our highly anticipated part 2, where I will reveal advanced yet incredibly simple techniques centered around conscious breathing that can dramatically elevate your walking routine, enhance your endurance, and unlock even greater cognitive benefits. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell now so you're the very first to know when it drops.